Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we call PDF, Sudan to African in East African communities. So on overview, this is what we call a PDF, PDF descriptions of those regards. So in the PDF, which is typically colonizing conditions, Sudan colonization 2023. Which area we should not reach and which area we should not cross. That's a double crossing. If you have argument over argue and you want to resist that your country here down here, you cannot cross these two lines. Okay, unless you comply the entire map here from here to right there is all one unity. So that is a priorities here. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, so an overview, an overview, an overview, an overview. There we go. Now go. So we did a PDF. This is totally PDF. Okay, the PDF can tell you this is Equatorial Sudan. Okay, the area we mark red here, down here, this red down area here is Equatoria. Okay, and it goes like that. The purpose of these colonizations is temporary. The one up here you are seeing up here as an Equatorial is temporary addition here. This used to be an Arab states, and they used to be an Arab states, but due to colonizations, we tried to evict this guy here, which you are seeing here, this red one, green, black here, this one, and this white line here. And if you see on the map, it's South Sudan, right? So we evicted the guy from here to open it, this line here as Equatoria, and then to connect that Khartoum line there. And then the other second block was this 7 here. You can see this is the capital Khartoum, which is Sudan here. This is Khartoum here, and then this is Darfur here. And then this is South Sudan right there. This is the guy on the world map right there, and that's how the world map actually look like. Okay, so typically that is that one. But if it come to unity, this how the whole Sudan may look like in East African communities. But we still have Uganda not well designed. We will get another designed, which is a well portfolio, which will be like this Uganda, and we will look into it, adjusting it into the nearest futures. So on overview, if you look, this is Central Africa, and then to Sudan, Uganda, Kenya, and the levels are the countries that are right there. And the on overview, then if you look, the dotted line shows how Africa was colonized in 2023. Power sharings with the key rebels of our East African communities, failed countries, which is the South Sudan since 2011 rebel peace agreement in the Juba, Sudan's second capital cities of capital city as the SPLA, SPLM, and Sudan government, Khartoum, Sudan's agreement made sealed a lot of quiet times for Equatoria, Sudanese inland and abroad. We made it as a colonization for now, but all the Sudanese must agree to this contract signed right there by these people. That is their forces, which they are the encouraging, the rebel areas. They are this rebel here. This is their territories like this, and like that, and like this one here. And as you can see, we have the dotted line here, which is a double heavy block right there. They cannot cross. This is a dotted, is already sealed up right there, and then when they come down here to Equatorial, they'll get another line here. Okay, shadowed, and then that is a dotted line. Preferably this is Equatorial Sudan, the regional peace and the checkpoints. This is Equatorial Juba, Sudan 2023, and then the dotted lines leave blind this area here, which you see the dotted line leave them blind. okay, as we said, and then those are dotted set during removal of South Sudan to fake presentations on world map. Okay, Sudan government or Sudan got independent, and the accuracy as the original map of Sudan. This is the accuracy of Sudan as independence. And if you look from here to the toe here, to the toe here, then Sudan has accuracy in that map. That's what we mean. And then there were 503 Sudanese national tribes. Okay, and these are the tribes. Okay, the line is divided here. Inside here, those are inter-tribes. There are 503 tribes here. So that is a lot of tribes. So language is spoken is 501 language is spoken around the divided inter-tribes states and the locations in across the national map. We are together, as we said, and then so love and then share your riches with us. Sudanese national map. We are together as brothers, sisters, parents, and grandparents from one ancestors or one Sudanese ancestors. So if you look, all this is happening because this is one Sudanese ancestors built it. This map here is built by one Sudanese ancestors, which is the Sudan capital, to build it. So we are able, whatever we are right there, this is what it is. This is Juba regions. So can tell you briefly, that's this overview we have with that one. And if it's to come to the world map, this is how we can be revealed, or you take it one way like this one, or double like the other one here. Okay, so it's the work all for us. It's to make it all Sudan. So for the purpose of colonizations and for the purpose of that one. So we are hiring a full-time, part-time executives must be able to listen to details, pay attention, uh, lead forward to decisions, and then back-to-back Sudans. That is SDF, KDF, UPDF, and then must ensure missions are completed and well achieved. Must know camera works, reporting safe lock in and lock out safely. Okay, on each daily routines of his or her office work. Okay, bending is required, cleaning is required, washing his or her dishes is required per each shift. Okay, taking care of trash can such as garbage, taking off and clearing is always a must. From this assistant career, and then the website developers, bankers, tellers, sell associates, travel bookings, and oversee African consultancies, daily routines. That is what we have here. You can bring a resume to me, Wayne Hassan Ziziton, which is this one here, or the office of ZizitonFinanceBank, and then buzz me via entrance or buzz anyone in the buildings to get in, be part of our teams, and then start your career here till you like it. Okay, so fortunately be part of us and then fulfill what it comes. So this is the areas that we are owned. Okay, and then we are emphasizing supports. So criterias to criterias to criterias to criterias to criterias to criterias to criterias. So this is that one. So if you look right there, this is can tell you we have a project here, and those are the project handy, and then the isolations of those ones, and those ones is all right there. We have it right there, we have it right here, we have it right there, and then we have it this way, we have it like this, and then we have it like this. If you want a copy, can be found on Facebook, Twitter, link, and then Google, anywhere you may want. Okay, so you will be able to find uh, these effective copies. You can grab your own copies from anywhere of that area. And if we are to check the guy, how their ugly presentations look like. Okay, so we write Sudan, and then we write Sudan, and then you can see right there is still there right there. The guy is still there right there in the map. We are not interested in even there in that particular map, but he's right there on the map. So so you can see the whole thing is very unpresentable. This line here, it will look very the other guys was just telling us this is colonization is very fake. The colonization is very fake here. This one very ugly colonization. So we did our part by opening here. You can see we open up this line here, we are open like that one. If you see right there on the map, you can see this is what we did last time right there on the map. We did like that. We open the guy up and then that to unite this line here so that we look reasonable, because he want to isolate himself. They are feeling too suicide, and then we will not be following that. So otherwise this is just of that one right there, and then of course by me right there, and then that is that one, and by me Wayne Hassan, that is it on.